This is ASMR Axolotl, Axolotl, Axolotl. I should actually elevate the mic. Alright, I think that's a tad better. As I was saying, this is ASMR Axolotl, Axolotl, Axolotl. And I know that it's been quite a long time. About 3 or 4 months, actually. And, yeah, my apologies for leaving for so long without even a word. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, my friends. Yeah, so, just to be honest and tell the truth about that, it's been a sort of mental health break, a sort of mental health break that I am on, or was on. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to keep posting after this. I don't know if I'm going to keep this video up, but yeah, in this video I just kind of want to talk about my life a little bit because I don't often do that. And yeah, I've been going through crap, and that's why I have not been uploading. So yeah, I just want to talk to you guys and tell you about what's been going on. And yeah, so please bear with me, I actually am doing this because there's this video on YouTube. It's like a song. I think it's from an old Nintendo game, and it's a really beautiful song. On this video, people kind of use the video as a checkpoint per se, where they'll basically talk about their life from the beginning, and or not everyone does it from the beginning, but people will talk about their life and what they're going through, and then write checkpoint. So it's like they're saving their games, and yeah, it's really kind of the therapeutic thing that people are doing in that video. And so I did it, and I just wrote down like a lot of my life in this one big droning paragraph, and sort of like bullet points. Anyway, yeah, so it just got me, thinking, and like every night lately, I always watch ASMR to go to bed, and I haven't been able to enjoy it as much because I'll watch ASMR and just think about my channel that I want to upload. And I actually had a really good day today, but then I was watching ASMR to go to bed, and I actually got kind of sad. Wait, let me increase the input. I actually got kind of sad because I haven't uploaded in so long, and yeah, that's been bumming me out, so I want to come back, but I felt I owed some kind of explanation. So yeah, some of my life, not every detail, because that would take forever, but yeah. So I'm 22 now, and I've been, so I'm 22 now, and if it looks like I'm reading, it's because I am reading. I'm gonna read a little bit finished 7th grade, and that really had a crappy effect on me because my brother and I were tight, you know. We went through a lot together, and so, yeah, it was rough to be on my own. Parent one got clean right before I started high school. And then my second year of high school, we were evicted. So I lost my house and everything, like, that I owned. My PlayStation 1, my PlayStation 2, my Wii, my Godzilla figurines, etc. And yeah, I know life is not about the material things. I know life isn't about the material things, and I don't mean to dwell on that. Like, when it first happened, you know, I was saying, like, it's okay, we still have all of our memories, like, you know, they're just objects, but I don't know, you grow really close to things, and so it is a tough blow to lose everything you own. Yeah, and I just want to say that things were not always bad. Like, I was born in a crappy neighborhood, but I still, you know, had luxuries that not a lot of people had. Like, I had an Xbox 360, I had a Wii, we had an HD TV when I was in middle school, you know. So yeah, people definitely had it way, 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 way worse than I did. I'm just sort of talking about my life here, and yeah, my life was not perfect, but it wasn't the worst either, so I just don't want to look so sorry for myself. I just want to share with you guys the crap I've been through. So, what comes next? So yeah, basically, I was 15, it was right at the end of my second year of high school. I lost my home, all my belongings, and I moved into the projects with, my uncle, who's evil, and with my grandma, and I had to share a room with parent one, and the same year, and I was just going through so much that, yeah, I lost my scholarship. I had to switch schools for junior year, and I'm actually lucky because through all of that, I found Gabrielle in junior year. That's where we met, and then we got together in senior year, and you all know Gabby. She's my soulmate, and she's what keeps me going through it all. I was lucky enough to graduate high school and go to a 4-year college, but right before I left college, my parent too decided that they wanted to leave again, so they left for the second time, this time taking my little sister with them. They gave me the choice to go. That was a really crappy decision to put on a teenager, but yeah, I don't want to make it seem like they just left without asking me. They were going to leave regardless, but I should mention that they gave me a choice, although it didn't feel like much of a choice. They were asking me to move all the way across the country and abandon everything I knew. So yeah, an abandoned parent one and abandon my girlfriend. So I personally felt that I could not do that. And also I had already gotten into the 4-year college that was in the state I was. So anyway, during my first year of college, that evil, horrible uncle killed my grandma. And I'm just gonna gloss over this part because it's very painful. And he essentially took the apartment for himself, sold everything myself and parent one had, and I lost all of my belongings for the second time in my life. That really hurt. And luckily, during breaks, Gabby let me live with her and her family in the projects. And yeah, so Gabby's mom actually hated me for a long time. Maybe she still does, I don't know. And she severely underappreciated me despite me cooking for her and the whole family on a daily basis. In year 2 of college, I started an ASMR channel, which you're watching, which luckily brought me joy. But after my second year of college, I suffered frequent severe foot injuries that prevented me from continuing college or getting a job, and just rapidly deteriorated my foot health. And during this time, I was miserable because I was stuck at home, jobless, not in college. And yeah, I couldn't do much because my feet were just so messed up and I had no money. So yeah, miserable time. Back in March of 2020, I finally got a job, which was awesome until I lost it after 1 month due to the virus. On top of all of that, I've been overweight for a very long time, and whenever I try diet and exercise, I'll end up losing some weight, which is really nice, but then have to stop because of a new foot injury. So yeah, very miserable time. I have a lot of insecurity because of my weight. Yeah, so then back in September, I got a new job, which I still work right now, which is great. But back in October, I got another injury, and I posted about that. So the money from this job allowed me to buy a knee scooter, unlike last time when I could barely walk. And I've been able to keep the job, but it was really hard to do on a knee scooter. It's still hard to do. Luckily, I'm not on the knee scooter anymore, but my feet are still recovering. Eventually, they healed. Well, okay, now I'm getting ahead of myself. So eventually they healed. This was that injury. But then I got injured again about 2 months ago. Because basically I got a stress fracture. I don't know if I uploaded about that. I don't think I did. So that injury I was talking about before back in September was due to a ziplining incident, which sounds super stupid, but it's how it happened. And then once I healed from that, I was good, you know, and I guess I could just talk about this a little more. I'm gonna stop reading for a second. Sorry if this seems not genuine, because I'm reading it all, but I just figured I should since I had it all written down. But yeah, so after the zipline injury really messed me up mentally. Like, it's hardcore. Like, in September, that was one of my lowest points. And yeah, because you spend so long was getting injured and injured and injured. And it's like every time, you know, you start from the bottom again. Like, it's like I'll be, you know, this is me, healthy, normal. I could walk, I could jump, I could go upstairs, I could do anything, I could even run. And then I get an injury and bam, I'm down here, or even lower, I'm here. I can't do anything anymore. And, you know, you try to take care of yourself, you think you're better. Weeks go by, months go by, you do your exercises and you're good. Now I can walk again. Wow, I probably can't really jump, but like, I can walk, I can stand, I can cook, I can exercise again. Life is getting better, and then boom, you get another injury. It sets you all the way back down to the bottom, and essentially, I've just been going through that over and over and over again for like, I don't even freaking know how long now. Yeah, so I was really messed up back in September, and I don't think I was uploading that much because of that. It's just hard. It's so hard to not have like a functional body part when it's like one of your main ones that you use every day. And yeah, then I was starting to get better. It was good. I was able to walk slowly. Well, it took a while because I was on the knee scooter for a while, but then eventually I was off the knee scooter and I was walking and I was doing my job like normal again. And I got happier. And then once I got the stress fracture, what happened to the other foot, I just like, I don't know, my happiness just went like, not that it was up here, but wherever it was, it sank, dude. Just completely sank. And that's why I haven't been uploading for like 3 months, was because of that. It really did a number on me. And I'm sorry. I'm just really sorry that I hadn't uploaded for so long. Maybe it's stupid that I'm uploading this video. I might end up deleting it. It's just, you know, it's hard to show this side of myself. Like, I don't want you guys to know me as like a super sad person, because I try to be optimistic, but it's really hard sometimes, you know, when life just continually beats you up, man. So yeah, here I am. That's some of my life. I think I wrote more, actually. Let me continue reading before I do a conclusion. So, where was I? Right, so eventually I healed and get injured again about 2 months ago. Then I wrote, I stopped uploading to my channel due to mental health. And then this has been messing me up recently as well. So recently I decided I want to go back to school one day and become a graphic designer. I'm terrified that I'll fail because I wasn't exactly the best student in my first college. I managed to pick it up in the last semester though, because I decided to take all art classes. Essentially I was taking science classes because I wanted to be a biologist. I wanted to be a conservation biologist because like I wanted to just save endangered species. I wanted to be like Steve Irwin. But yeah, science was not for me. I didn't do very well. And then my last semester, I took all art classes, and that managed to, like, it was crazy because I was, my grades sucked. But then that was science, and when I switched to art classes, I literally got dean's list. And that was crazy to me, and I never want to be the one to pat myself on the back and brag and crap. But that was just, you know, I guess that was kind of cool because I thought I was a complete failure. So yeah. So I want to go back to school one day. I don't want to do science, but let me keep reading. So yeah, recently, where was I? Yeah, I decided I want to go back to school one day and become a graphic designer. But I'm terrified that I'll fail. And I at least want to get an associate's degree, and maybe, just maybe, if I can pull that off, I'll go back and get a bachelor's. But I just feel that with the situation I'm in, and I need to take baby steps. And I personally would consider getting an associate's degree to be a huge accomplishment for me. So, you know. Yeah, when I'm trying to just like, what's the word? Live up to my own expectations, I guess, and not try to worry about other people's expectations, but that's not easy. It's not an easy thing. I should switch back to whispering. So yeah, and then I went into like the good stuff that I have going for me. So I wrote that my girlfriend and I just made 5 years, and that it's super hard to keep fighting uphill sometimes, and that sometimes I feel like I have no energy or optimism left to keep me going, but that she helps me do it. And I don't even want to be rich or anything in life. I just want enough financial stability to be able to raise my future kid outside of poverty so that they can have a fighting chance. And that I'm trying cardio again to lose weight to hopefully boost my confidence and help my foot health. And that I still have my job, even though it takes everything out of me to work with these bad feet. And even though I live in a government-funded roach-infested death trap with 4 other people, that at least I have a roof over my head, because a lot of people don't. And, you know, I have to be grateful for that. I have video games, thank goodness. I just started Super Mario Sunshine, which is the game I always wanted as a kid, that I finally bought with my own hard-earned money on my own Switch that I bought too. And that I'll always have my girlfriend, who's the love of my life and my everything. And I wrote, I want to try uploading to my channel again soon. And I said, thanks for reading. We're in this together, everyone. And that's the little post about my life that I made on this YouTube video of that song, that Nintendo song. And I just want to give a shout out to some of the people who replied to me. There's God of Wholesome, Cyberpunk Boy XO, Andrew Rodden, among all others, and Temporary Tempest. Thank you very much, you guys, for commenting and helping me through this. And yeah, so there's a little bit about my life, where I am right now, and why I stopped uploading, Thank you very much for sticking with me, you guys. I know it's not easy to follow somebody who just has no uploading schedule and will just disappear randomly. I feel like the worst because of that. You know, it gets to me. I would love to have a normal upload schedule, but on top of all this crap, it's also New York City, and so it's always loud over here. I apologize for any background noise that I had in this video. But yeah, just thank you for all your support over the years. Like, I really truly appreciate it. You guys have helped me through a lot of crap, as you can see. And yeah, I'm telling you this because I want to be honest. I want to be really honest with you guys. And I just thought it's taking a lot for me to do this. That's why I just decided to read through the comments, because it's not easy to talk about this stuff. And also, like, one of my parents actually watches my channel, and so I don't know what to do about this video, because I don't want to publicly disparage anyone. I don't want anyone to think that my parents are just horrible people, because they're not. They're just not perfect, just like everybody. Everybody's human, you know? But my parents love me, and I love them. And that's not what this video's about. So, yeah. I don't know how to upload this. I don't know how to get the strength to upload this, but I'm going to try. Yeah, I'm gonna try to upload this. And I also want to thank Mademiify ASMR. I wanted to thank Mademiify ASMR, who's been messaging me and, like, helping me, with this. And yeah, so thank you so much, Mademiify. You are literally the best. We should be doing a collab soon, so you guys have that to look forward to, and I have that to look forward to. That should be cool. And yeah, I would love to try to upload. My mental health is just crap right now, so I can give it a hearty, we'll see what happens. I have a few ideas for videos, so, you know. I forgot, last thing I did before I stopped uploading was I made a poll for people to just suggest videos to me. Or not videos, to suggest like some triggers, and then I was going to take all the triggers and put them in a video, and feel that way. Like, sometimes, especially if you have insecurity problems, like, you can feel like the biggest loser on planet Earth. I know what that's like, and I want to tell you, you are not a freaking loser. You are a human being with your own interests and your own hobbies, even if you don't have any hobbies, even if you don't feel like you're good at anything, because I feel that way all the time. I feel like there's nothing I'm good at, but it's not true. It's not true. That's like a really shitty part of your brain telling you that, like, you know, yeah. You're not a loser, and you can literally get through anything, and I know that. I know that you can. I know that you have that potential, but I also know that it's hard. That it's hard to do that. It's hard to take action. It's hard to live up to that potential, because life can just be a serious asshole. And like, I don't mean to be a pessimist. I don't mean to be a cynic. I never want to be that. It's actually been hurting me recently that I feel as if I'm losing some of my optimism, and luckily Gabby is helping me with that. She says that I'm not, so that's good, because I always want to remain optimistic and hopeful for the world, but it gets really difficult as you get older and you're just slapped with super crappy circumstances. But, you know, I feel like maybe this world isn't the nicest place, but that's why it's up to us to make it nicer. It's up to us to be kind and to help each other, you know, because getting through it is really hard to do by yourself. You've got to be there for each other. So yeah, hopefully this makes you feel less alone, you know. And a lot of people are struggling just like you, but we can seriously do it together. So thanks again for all the support, guys. I'm gonna try to edit this and upload this. I don't know